Welcome back to Clark's Ring Rants. Let's get straight into today's video. Does anybody actually know what on earth's going on with this Dmitry Bivol, Artur Beterbiev saga? Are they going to have the trilogy match? Are they not? What's the hold-up? What's going on? Now, they had the first fight in October 2024. Artur Beterbiev won. He just got the decision in that one. They ran it back in February 2025. Just 4 months later, Bivol got the nod, deservedly, in that fight. They were supposed to have an immediate rematch again, a trilogy fight, but that never materialised. Beterbiev was supposed to have an interim fight against Dion Nicholson. That was going to be on the Benavidez versus Yard undercard, and Bivol was maybe going to have a mandatory defence. That never happened. He underwent surgery last year. We know that. He posted some pictures of it. But since then, radio silence. We've not heard anything. And then I saw them in the ring before the Shakur Stevenson Teofimo Lopez fight and thought, yes, bang, finally, getting an announcement, we're getting the rubber match on. But no, they were just in there doing some photos, stood there with Triple G, no mention of the third fight, no nothing. I'm just a bit confused. They were both in the ring together there with Turkey Al Sheikh, no announcement, no even talk of the third fight. So I'm just wondering, is this third fight dead in the water? Are we ever going to see it? Or is the series just going to end at one apiece? Just before we go ahead with this video, I just wanted to say there's some of you watching this that are not already subscribed for some reason. So if you could just take 2 seconds out of your day to go and subscribe to the channel, you'd help me grow and I'd appreciate it massively. Thank you. Back into the video. The main reason why we might not actually be seeing the trilogy match as soon as we'd like to is because Dmitry Bivol is currently locked in purse bids and negotiations to defend against his IBF mandatory, and that mandatory would fall against a guy called, I'm going to try and pronounce this, Michael Effert, something like that. Sorry if I've butchered it. He's 13-1, 5 KOs. He's waiting to receive his title shot. He's got a victory over Jean Pascal. That's probably the most notable win on his resume. He's only had one fight since 2023, March. So he's been inactive, one fight in 3 years. It's not a good look. How good is he? I'll be honest, I'm not too sure. And let's be honest, guys, who really cares for this fight? Who wants to see this over the Beterbiev trilogy? Because I know I don't. I'm sure they can come up with the step-aside money, make this guy just wait, sit it out. He's been really inactive anyway, so what difference is another 6 months going to make? And then they can just get this trilogy match on, settle the score. It's one apiece at the moment. I'm so sure everyone, including myself, would rather that be the outcome of this situation. Yeah, it's his mandatory, but you know what, so what? They could just strip him, he can fight for a vacant belt, and we can still get Beterbiev versus Bivol free, and they've still got the belts on the line. Obviously, the WBC, that's already been stripped away from Bivol, but who cares? It's number 1, number 2 in the division, going up against each other, settling the score, finishing their rivalry. I'd much rather that fight happen next. So hopefully, they can sort this little stumbling block out. I know the purse bids were pushed back. They were given a 10-day extension to the original deadline. So the purse bids are now set for February the 13th. So hopefully by then we have a little bit more clarity on the situation and we find out whether Bivol will be going ahead with this mandatory defence or he's just going to let that belt go. I've seen quite a few people out there on Twitter, the cynics amongst us, if you may, and they're claiming that Dmitry Bivol is trying to age Artur Beterbiev out, wait for him, catch him on the slide. And we've got Artur Beterbiev, he's 41 years of age now. He's been out of the ring for a year, extensive amateur background, 2012 Olympian, professional record, 22 fights, 21 wins, 20 wins by KO, and just that one blemish to Dmitry Bivol. Now, he's going to slow down at some stage. I think that's fair to say, that's pretty obvious, but just when? He's a consummate athlete, he's a professional, he's in shape all year round. He's not one of these guys, like a Tyson Fury or a Billy Joe Saunders. They're blowing up, they're getting fat in between fights, they're drunk, they're stumbling out of pubs, they're face planting, and they're coming into camp to lose weight. It's like a fat camp, like Adrian Brony used to do, and they're not actually training for boxing. Artur Beterbiev is a gym rat. He's in the gym all year round. He's always ready to go. So I think if Bivol's waiting to do that, he's going to be waiting quite a while. Bivol himself, he's no spring chicken though. He's 35, he'll be 36 this year. He relies on speed, movement, athleticism, reflexes. he's going to slow down soon at some point as well. So this whole waiting out game, if that is what he's doing, could backfire on him, because I'd say that age is going to affect his style more than it's going to affect Beterbiev's style. So I'm not sure where I stand on that viewpoint that Bivol's aging Beterbiev out. There seems to have been a few stumbling blocks in the way of this fight. We've got the mandatory, we've got the injuries, the situation with the belts, all the blah blah blah. But I don't think he's aging him out, top and bottom of it. And hopefully, like I say, we get this fight this year in the first half of the year, maybe. We'll see. If we're not going to get this fight, Dmitry Bivol's hinted he may even move up to cruiserweight. He could be tempted by a fight against Jai Opetaia, Badu Jack, try and win a belt in another weight class. We've seen his former opponent, Gilberto Ramirez. Dmitry Bivol beat him handily, made easy work of him. He's gone on to have success up at cruiserweight, unified world champion. So that could be an option. He's mentioned a Canelo rematch, but Canelo's shot to me. I won't really be interested in that fight. I think he'd be flogging a dead horse there. We've seen what Canelo's done recently, and then what's happened to all of his recent opponents. They've all been stopped after going the distance with Canelo, so that fight doesn't really interest me. And then he talked about the Benavidez fight, but how realistic is that going to be at 175 if Benavidez is true with his intentions to step up Jai Opetaia for his belt at cruiserweight? But how likely is it that Benavidez goes up to cruiserweight and then he comes back down? 25 pounds, it's a lot of weight to lose. I'm not sure if I see that as a realistic scenario, but who knows? Listen, Bivol's made it clear he's got options there. If it's not the Beterbiev fight, he's got plenty of offers on the table. Who knows what he'll do? Prediction wise, I'd go Bivol. I think he settles the score if they do have the rematch. I'm not sure what Beterbiev can do better, what adjustments he can make. He can maybe be a bit fitter, apply a bit more pressure. I think that's really all he could do. He's not going to stand in the middle of the ring, win a jabbing contest with Bivol. So yeah, I'd go Bivol on points. You'd have to say Bivol's fresher, he is younger. He's got the better chin. I won't say any of this to Beterbiev's face, by the way, but it's just my opinion. I'd be going Bivol to win that and finish the rivalry, settle the score at 2-1. Although I do think Beterbiev will give it his all in this fight. Maybe one last grandstand, but I think Bivol's just got the edge here. So I'll be going Bivol on points. So that's it for today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. What is going on with Dmitry Bivol, Artur Beterbiev? Are we going to get this fight? Are we not? Who knows? Don't forget to like this video, share, comment, and subscribe if you're new. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.